Hello out there, and welcome to the Revere Veterans and Community Show. We have 3 beautiful new Revere residents, and the order they are: Alyssa Wood, her son Brennan Wood, 4 years old by way, the youngest one we've ever had on here, and Valerie Garrison, the grandmother. Glad for you people to come. Now, you are both owner and co-owner of the B&W restaurant on Broadway. Tell us about how you first started with the restaurant business, Valerie.
Actually, I've been in contract food services for years, and I lost the contract where I was, and always wanted to open a restaurant. So finding myself unemployed, I started looking. Found the place on Broadway.
Right?
Yeah.
And you've only been here since June?
We opened in June. It took us a month or so to repaint and remodel. Then we opened June 25th.
Right. And you and your daughter both work in the restaurants?
Yeah, we do.
Alyssa, since you're the co-owner, tell us about yourself.
Well, actually, I'm a paralegal, but when Ma had mentioned that she wanted to open a restaurant, I was psyched, and I jumped in, and now I'm in front of the house, she's back of the house, and
right. It's
going
a
well.
pleasure to have you people come to Revere. So before we get into the restaurants, how do you like our city?
You know, I didn't know that Revere was such a tight-knit community.
It is.
It really is. It's so big, and there's so many people, but you know, everybody knows everybody.
52,000 approximately.
Are they really?
Yep,
wow.
52,000, and it's a mixed community. I mean, all kinds of people. We have 56 languages at a high school, so that tells you something about our...
56?
Yep.
Oh, my word.
Yep. I'm one of them that can't speak English too good. Okay, now I want to speak to the youngest one here. I'm the oldest, you're the youngest, Brennan. How old are you? 4 years?
4.
Right. Show the people up there. Show them on the screen how old you are. Put your hand up and show 4 fingers. There you go, Brennan. And Brennan, what do you like? You told me something in the front that you said you like to talk about. What is that? The
Ninja Turtles.
The Ninja Turtles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have no idea what they are, so you tell me for 1 minute.
And they mutated.
Okay, okay.
And they have weapons.
Yep, that's good. Now I'm going to go back to your grandmother and talk to her. Valerie, you also have parties, or you can cater food or do things in there?
Absolutely.
Tell us about that, the number of people, and etc.
The restaurant seats 50.
Yep.
And I don't have a catering menu set up. I let people to devise their own. They let me know what they're looking for, cold or hot. After hours, people can rent the restaurant if they like. Happy to accommodate anybody. And we also accommodate, I'd like to invite seniors from local homes to come in chair cars and enjoy a breakfast out.
Right.
Because I can texture foods and accommodate most diets. I spent a number of years in healthcare.
Right. Where can I ask you where at the healthcare?
I was at a nursing home in North Revere.
In North Revere?
Yes.
Oh, so you're not only in Revere, you helped us before you open up your own restaurant?
I did. I spent 11 years there.
And I got to tell you, I ate at your restaurant, and I can attest to that your restaurant has excellent food.
Thank you.
And you also talked about an omelet. You said you have 3?
Well, it's a recent development Alyssa and I came up with, and it's an omelet sampler plate.
That's the
for
one.
Those people who can't decide. So we pick some of our favorite omelets. There's a meatloaf omelet, a hash and cheese omelet, broccoli and cheese.
Yep.
We put almost anything in an omelet. So you get a little taste. You get 3 different omelets on the same plate.
And a Western omelet?
If you want.
Yep.
If you want.
That's the one I had, and let me tell you, it was delicious.
Thank you very much.
Right. Now I got to get back to you, Patty, because we're going to go back and forth here.
That's
I'm
Alyssa.
Alyssa.
I mean, Alyssa, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Thank you for correcting me. Thank you. No, that's good. Alyssa, where did you learn how to cook, if I may ask you? Because you did a beautiful job with your mom when I was there.
Oh, thank you. I actually, I am just learning how to make breakfast on the grill. It's quite a bit different than cooking at home. So I'm still working on flipping eggs. And
I do all the cooking.
Let me tell you, Alyssa, I have a hard time with boiling water. Never mind the rest of it. See, I'm the worst thing. But I do. Oh, you mentioned before we went on the air, we were talking about corned beef hash. You know, the way I get it out of the can.
Yes.
But I understand you don't use the can. But
I do not. We
do
slow cook a corned beef for about 8 hours, and make our own hash.
you do your own hash,
We do it. We sell about 20 pounds of hash a week.
right? And you also have different types. Tell us some of the items that you have listed there on your restaurant. Which, at lunchtime and breakfast time.
We have breakfast and lunch. Breakfast is your typical breakfast fare, but all of our vegetables are fresh. For lunch, we have some specials. We have a Caribbean jerk shrimp special on Saturday.
What does that consist of? I have no idea, so I'm a customer. Tell me what it's like.
It's a special seasoning I won't divulge,
No?
but it comes with roasted red peppers, spinach, and feta cheese, and it's served on a bed of jasmine rice. It's very nice.
I'm hungry. I'll be there right after the show, but go ahead. What else we got?
On Fridays, we do a sautéed haddock, which is in white wine. Thursday is generally a turkey dinner. Wednesday is something to do
Do
with
you have a
chicken.
special every day?
I have a special every day, and I can't stop cooking, so I have lamb stew, beef stew, chili, and potato leek soup today. I just like to
Keep
cook.
going. I'm getting hungry about a minute.
So it's whatever I find that I need to use up or want to use up or run across in the grocery store that appeals to me, I make it.
Right.
And if you ask me for it, you're probably going to get it.
Good. Patty, you help your mother.
Alyssa.
Next time, throw the book at me. Alyssa, you help your mother.
I do.
She's
Go ahead.
the very pleasant, smiling waitress in the front of the house who does a fabulous job with
That I
customers.
agree with you on.
Thank you.
Because when I was in there, we were lucky to get a seat. I'll be honest with you. It was jam-packed when we came in. By the way, have you ever had any waiting people come in there and wait?
We actually have. Yes, we have.
Which speaks very highly of your restaurant.
Yes, thank you.
I go to snap.
I'm a one-woman team back there, but
You're the only one that cooks?
I'm the only one that cooks. So occasionally, if I get parties of 5 back to back, there's a little bit of a wait. But Alyssa is so good and pours coffee that people don't mind the wait.
Right, but suppose you have like people that want to come in and have more than a party of 5. What's the maximum number of people you can have in there?
Well, I seat 50.
You do seat 50?
The restaurant seats 50. If you want to sit at the same table, we can actually put tables together and get you a table of 10 if you need it.
Oh, I see. So in other words, the people can come in if they want to have a birthday party or a wedding anniversary or whatever.
We
or a
actually
business.
we just did a birthday party for 40.
How long ago, if I may ask you?
It was in December. It was
Just
in
before
December.
Christmas?
Just before Christmas.
Right. Did Santa Claus come and visit you, by the way?
Santa Claus did come and visit us. In fact, there was a little stock. We have a little fireplace as you walk in the restaurant. A little added heat.
Yep.
But people like it because they warm up when they pick up their takeout. So we put a little stocking there, and Santa Claus came to BW's.
Right. Now, people don't realize that because your hours, are they posted on the restaurant or
They are posted on the restaurant.
on the people can look at?
They're, as you drive up Broadway from the Rotary,
Yep.
they're on the side of the wall, and then they're also in the bottom of one window.
Right, and for the people who are Revere but brand new to you,
Yes.
tell them what the hours are. I can.
We are 7 to 3 on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and 7 to 1 on Wednesday and Sunday. And on Sunday, I do not serve lunch.
You don't serve lunch on Sundays.
People aren't generally interested in it. It's a
Okay.
big breakfast day.
Right. So that's
It's a big
good.
breakfast day.
Brennan, let me get back to you. Do you go to school yet?
Yes.
Which one?
I go to Happy Day.
Happy Days?
Yes.
Boy, you know, I knew I saw you. So, Brennan, I knew I saw you there because I go to the same school you do. Did you see me there?
Yes.
Yeah. But you're a lot smarter than me, Brennan. Aren't you? Brennan.
What?
He's exhausted. This is his nap time, so he's
Oh, is it? Is it
rambunctious
nap time?
and being very silly.
Okay, Alyssa.
I had to take the microphone off because
Oh,
he
did you?
was.
Okay, Alyssa,
Yes.
let me ask you, how many years have you been married?
5.
And what does your husband do?
5.
He works for the MBTA.
Oh, does he? That's very good.
Yeah.
Give me a back.
Please stop.
Okay.
Brennan.
By the way, I got a small list of
Sit
like
You want to sit with me?
Valerie.
Yes.
Excuse me, just 1 second. Like, you've only been here since June, so that's about 7.5 months.
Yes.
How do you find the people in Revere since you've come here, really?
You know, I have made more friends in the last 7 months, and I've thoroughly enjoyed meeting a whole range of people.
Right, and you also mentioned to me that you have police, fire.
Sure.
Go ahead, tell us about that.
Dan
Mayor?
comes in, yeah,
Is the
the
mayor
mayor
there?
comes in. We have some of the city workers and firemen, policemen. We have a lot of,
Mom's okay. That's okay.
we do a lot of the elderly, actually. A lot of
The seniors,
a lot of people have been looking for places to bring their parents,
right?
and because of handicapped access,
Oh, you do have a handicap?
I have a handicap ramp and a handicap bathroom, and oh yes,
Oh, that's-
completely, yeah, completely.
Right.
But they find it warm and clean because we're an all-woman staff.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. So
And
if we're
I
not cooking, we're cleaning.
Right. But so you're not far from the Circle,
No, not far at all.
from Squire Road,
Yeah, no.
heading back to Broadway. So if I was
Just
coming,
a couple of blocks.
right. So if I was coming down from Squire Road and turning on to Broadway, you would be on the left-hand side.
Yes, I would.
Okay.
It's got orange awnings.
Right, and it has the word B&W.
That's right, it does.
And I understand the reason you call it B&W is because of this gentleman right here.
That's right. This is Brennan William.
Right, Brennan? Glad to meet you. Come on, give me a little hand. There you go. See, they even named the restaurant after you. They named things after me too, but I can't put them on the air. You like that? That's a little humor.
That's pretty.
Okay. Now, let me ask you, there's a lot of new stuff out in the restaurant. There's Chinese restaurants, Italian restaurants, Spanish restaurants. Do you make up any of those specialties if people need them?
Well, it's interesting. The Irish would eat the corned beef hash omelet, and perhaps I do a fiesta omelet that's got black beans and salsa and sour cream and avocado and cheddar cheese in it. And, I make Thai ginger and chicken peanut butter soup.
Do you really?
Sure.
That's delicious. I mean,
I'll eat anything.
Oh,
I'll make anything.
That makes two of us. And now, okay, now you're working in the restaurant. You got one day off, which is Monday, because this is the only day I could get you. I've been
Yes.
trying so many times to get you up here,
I
but I
know.
finally got you this time.
I know.
And it's a pleasure to have you.
It's
come
a pleasure
over.
being
So
here.
what do you
Thank
do on your day? Monday. Tell us-
Laundry. Laundry.
Really?
Sure.
Can I bring mine over too?
No. I don't like doing mine.
Okay. Patty, what do you, I mean, Alyssa, excuse me. Boom. What do you do on your day off?
This.
Take care of the kids? Oh,
Yeah, that's what I catch
But
up
when
with
he's
my
at a Happy
housework.
Day school, you know, that I went to. So,
It gives me a lot of time to do a lot of the bookkeeping and
Oh.
stuff like that.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And what do you do for
Stuff.
entertainment?
I don't get much free time.
I
But
can-
yeah, he takes up most of my time. But I love karaoke.
Oh, do you?
And I actually I just started playing the guitar.
By the way, where did you grow up, Valerie?
I grew up in the Litchfield Hills of Connecticut. Yes.
How was it like down there?
It's we lived on the highest point in New England, east of where I was. It snowed a lot.
Yep.
It was very country. McDonald's was a 30-minute ride, and it was a thrill when you got taken to McDonald's.
I got to tell you, I used to work in New York City, and I used to deliver flowers as a kid, 13, 14, 15. I used to go to a city called Greenwich. I'm sure you're familiar with Greenwich,
I am.
Connecticut?
Yep.
And of course you're familiar with Hartford. That's as far as I got there. I used to take the train, which is about an hour's ride out of New York, approximately, in there. So how do you think about comparing Connecticut with our state right here? And by the way, before you start, I'm originally from New York City, so I'm from a pretty big city.
And the whips.
Well, actually, I spent 30 years in the country, so moving up here to Massachusetts was quite a culture shock. I'd never lived, like 30 acres of pasture surrounding my house. And
Did you have any horses too, by the way?
we actually did have 2 horses, 3 dogs, 5 cats.
5 cats?
Yeah. I mean, the driveway was a quarter of a mile long.
Oh, I got to tell you, I feed, well, I can't, a bunch of cats.
Yeah.
And I mean a real bunch of cats. People drop them off, you know, they move, or the elderly move, they can't take the animals with them. And they drop them over the fence, and we feed them, we take care of them on there. And I got to tell you, I love the animals. I'm not, you know, we can't have dogs because they got to be leashed, so the people either have the dog or they don't have the dogs. But we have like birds and all types of birds in the city of Revere. Cardinals, blue jays, sparrows, Baltimore Orioles. One woman on the block where I lived lost a beautiful parrot that flew out, and she never got it back. And of course, with the cold weather, I don't know whether it made it or not, but we've never seen it again on there.
All of the animals that we had, we found in boxes at the end of the driveway, or
You mean people just dropped them off there?
people would just, yes. Yeah. We had a Great Dane that my father got from a friend who, the daughter was going off to college. That was a big dog.
So what kind, this daughter?
No. This was when I was growing up.
Oh.
One of the dogs. That's how we got pets. We didn't actually go out for them. People gave them to us.
Right.
Sit up, please.
Okay. I want to speak to you.
I took his microphone off because
That's
he's
all right.
being
Let
fresh.
him just push it. So, Brennan, when you grow up and you get to be my age in a couple of years, what do you want to be?
I want to be a turtle.
What do you say?
A turtle, a ninja turtle.
You want to be a Ninja Turtle?
Yes.
Well, you're looking at one now. Is that what you want to look like when you grow up?
Yeah.
Oh, you poor kid. Oh, boy. So that's what you want to be, a Ninja Turtle. That's, by the way, when did the Ninja Turtle business start? I mean, first coming out. I mean, I don't remember it too good. You
Oh,
remember?
it goes way back.
It was late 80s.
Oh, the late
because
80s?
I recall they were around a little bit when you were small, but you didn't have much interest in them. She didn't have much interest in turtles.
And you and
When you were,
I liked Barbies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Paris.
You know,
Paris.
the kids I used to speak to, they loved G.I. Joe. I remember that Hasbro Toys down in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, or somewhere down the area there. They always, if they had a defect, like they made the toys, and if there was any defect, they would never sell it. They'd put it aside. And Christmas time, they would take a whole bunch of G.I. Joes or G.I. dolls, as they call them, and donate them to the fire department, the police department, to pass it out to kids like this. Brennan, before we go, do you like soldier toys?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like a G.I. Joe?
Yes.
Okay, so before you go, Brennan, I'm going to give you a little American flag to take back with you. And this flag was donated by Stop and Shop, by the way. And I'm supposed to give it to veterans. Now, I don't know if you're old enough to be a veteran, but to me, you are a great community veteran. So let me shake your hand again. Thank you. And remind me before he leaves. We
Okay.
have a bunch of flags that was donated by Stop and Shop.
Please.
We'll give him one to remember us by on there.
Thank you. Will you excuse me for just a minute?
Sure.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What were you going to say, Valerie? I'm sorry.
Well, it's interesting because when Brennan was a little bit smaller, he liked Matchbox cars.
Yep.
And I got him an enormous collection of them, and he doesn't pay any attention to them. Could I donate those to the fire department?
You could donate them to the fire department, or you could even donate them to the senior center, and they would sell it and make money for the senior center. You could
Okay.
do it in whatever you wish, or you could, let me see, you could give them to the veterans, and they would give them to the other veterans who have kids that might like them. So either way, but
Okay.
if you want to give them, drop them off at our senior center. As a matter of fact, you should even come down and introduce yourself.
I would love to.
It's at 25 Winthrop Avenue, Revere.
Okay.
We'd love to have you come down.
I'd love to do
We
it.
got a brand new director today, by the way.
Did you?
Yep, I had him on this morning, God bless
Yeah.
him. His name is Steve Fielding,
Okay.
brand new.
Yep.
The director before him, Al Morelli, retired, spent 35 years with us, and Friday was his last day.
Wow.
So we had him for 35 years. So anything like old clothes or anything you want to donate,
Okay.
they'll take it at the senior center.
Great. You know, I went to the Winthrop Senior Center at one point and brought some finger sandwiches and
Beautiful.
chocolate chip cookies and talked about nutrition.
Why don't, perfect, that would be perfect for you. So if you get a chance, call our Revere Senior Center, and their number is 781-286-8156. They also have an email, which I don't know of.
I won't retain that, but I'll look it
No,
up.
that's okay. You can look it up in the book.
I will.
And we'd love to have you come down and
You know what?
interview-
I'll gather some stuff and drop by next Monday.
Next Monday?
Yes.
Okay, but before you do, call Mr. Fielding.
Oh, I will. Oh, absolutely. I would
Yeah, make
absolutely
sure,
before I let him.
because
Yeah.
you know he's the one in charge, and he could set up whatever he wants to be
Yeah.
set up another day. Just
Yeah.
introduce yourself,
Yeah.
and since you were working in healthcare, you could explain even to the seniors about what's good and what isn't good,
Well, yes.
food-wise.
Yeah.
That would be beautiful.
Yeah, I'd
So-
enjoy that.
Yep, we'd love to have you do that.
Thank you.
Right, and by the way, when I walked to your restaurant that day, let's see, there was, I don't want to mention their names, but, well, there was a few people that I know. But there was one gentleman sitting at the counter. He's a wrestler, and I can't think of his name, but he comes there all the time and eats.
That's because he owns the building.
What's his name?
Joe Gullah.
Right. And I
He's
knew
my
Joe-
landlord.
Is he the one that owns that building?
Yes, he is.
Well, Joe Gullah and I used to be friends down at where he lives near the high school. Not the Garfield School.
Yeah.
And I remember his father's name was Tiny. He was big, but they called him
I
Tiny.
was going to say, because Joe has got to be well over 6 feet.
Right, but his father was pretty tall too, and we called him Tiny. And you know, it's funny that Joe has a little stand by the Garfield School, and during the summertime he sells hot dogs and soda to the kids that come out of there.
He does?
Yeah. You got to talk to him about that.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Hey, don't tell him my name. He'll know it on the show. But I'm glad. I didn't know Joe was there. But I did meet him. He's a big bruiser on there sitting at the thing.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, and he was having coffee that day.
He's a very nice man, though.
Right.
Very
So
nice man.
It's a pleasure to have them.
Yes.
Patty.
Alyssa.
Alyssa, get back here. Get back here. I got to talk to you. Did you grow up in Connecticut too, or just around this area here?
Oh, I think we moved to Massachusetts when I was about 5, so I've spent most of my time in Mass.
What other parts of the state did you live in?
I lived in Winthrop, and I grew up in Winthrop, and I moved to Revere about
Did you,
4 years ago.
So you
Yes.
went to Winthrop High School?
No, I actually went to high school in Lynn. I went to St. Mary's.
Oh, St. Mary's in Lynn? Right, that's a nice place too. Good. And did you go to college?
I did.
Which one?
I actually went to Gibbs. I have an associate's in legal administration.
Do you really?
I do.
So you know a lot about law, I guess.
It's helped a lot.
Yeah.
It's helped a lot.
Right.
Drawing up contracts and things.
It does, yep.
It's been fabulous.
So, you know, if you ever wanted to work part-time, like let's say, but I'm sure the 7 to 3 is pretty long hours.
I'm not willing to give her up.
No, I said if you ever wanted to, she could work like as a lawyer's assistant or something like that part.
I used to do that. I was a 9 to 5 girl up until last June, but I much prefer these hours, and I much prefer
Yeah, because you,
moving around and talking to people rather than sitting behind a desk.
Don't play with that, please.
right. And what about your son, Brennan? What would he like to do when he grows? Does he have any idea yet? I know.
Yeah, he's still real stuck on that Ninja Turtle thing.
Is he really?
Yeah, he wants to be the red one.
He'll grow out of it eventually.
Oh,
When he's my age, let me know if he's still talking about it. Good boy, Brennan.
Yes.
Now, we got about 4 minutes left, so I'm going to do the best thing I do. Why don't you take a couple of minutes and talk about anything you want, and then turn it over to your daughter, Alyssa. Am I right this
Yes.
time? Okay.
I'm not sure who Patty is, but
Patty,
she must be beautiful.
No. I got to tell you about Pat. No, the reason I keep thinking of Patty, there's 2 Patties. And one is my next door neighbor who's in Florida. She owns 2 horses too, by the way.
Oh, really?
And she races them at the Suffolk Downs, as well as down in Florida at Hialeah, wherever. I guess that's down there. So for the winter time, she goes there. In the summertime, she comes back here. But anyway, take a couple of minutes and tell us what you'd like to see in the future for restaurants, what you would like to do. Anything.
What I'd like to see, I don't know, lower prices for beef and chicken, but
By the way, I'm glad you mentioned that some places have things for seniors. like a 10% discount or 5% discount? Some restaurants.
Yes. We offer a number of discounts. We offer one for the elderly. We have
Oh, you
friends
do?
and family.
Beautiful. That's good.
Yes, yes. I'd like to see the economy get to a place where
I
people
would like
who
to
would
see
like
the
to come
economy
out
where you
for,
would have to
for
hire
a
some
meal.
more help. That's what I would like to do.
Well, actually, we do have more help. I have a full-time person who works for me, and then I bring in. Alyssa brings some of our friends in to give her a hand on our busier days.
That's nice of you, Alyssa.
So we've had to add to the staff.
Okay, Alyssa, tell us what you'd like to see.
I would like to see lines out the door every Saturday and Sunday. I'd like to see a full counter every morning.
So I'll tell you what you do. You feed the people good like you've been doing, and they'll get nice and chubby, and you will have a full count. That would be the best thing. By the way, I just want to say we got a couple of minutes left, so I'm going to take up 1 minute of my time, and I want to wrap it up. Brennan, I want to thank you for coming on the show. You're the youngest one I've had. You're only 4 years old, and you want to be a Ninja Turtle when you grow up, right? And what's the name of the turtle you want to be? Rafi? What's his name, Raphael?
Yeah.
Okay, I get that right, but I can't get Alyssa right. Okay, and Alyssa, I want to thank you for coming
Oh,
up.
thank you so much for
I want to
having us.
thank you, Valerie, for spending a half an hour on Revere TV. We
Thank
love
you.
you, we love you, we love you too. And God bless the trees, our troops, the people of Revere, and our great country, the United States of America. And let me tell you, welcome to the city of Revere on behalf of the people of Revere. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you too. You too, buddy. You want to give me a high five? Go ahead, but don't break my... Oh! I lost 2 fingers, Brennan. Thank you, folks.